Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click that link below, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content. Now, in today's video, we are doing a single product review on the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. Instead of it being just a simple review, I'm going to mix it up a little bit today, and we're going to do almost like an expose, because this is a product which is fangirled over and recommended by so many influencers on YouTube. You've got dermatologists, beauty editors, everyone seems to rave and love about this product. And I'm going to do a little bit of myth busting and do a deep dive into the ingredients. I'm going to explain to you guys why I don't believe this is a product you should have in your skincare routine, why I don't believe it's a particularly effective cleanser, and talk around some of the issues I have with the product and my own experiences as someone who has used this product on and off for a number of years, and why I no longer reach for it or think that you guys should reach for it when you're in the drugstore, you're browsing that skincare aisle, you see the Cetaphil, and why I think you should give it a firm pass and move on to some other cleansers which I just think work better. Now, I don't want this to be a shady video. You know, people have their reasons for loving or loathing brands. The reason I wanted to do this video is I did a video on why I personally don't purchase from Cerave. I don't rate their products and I don't like their ethics as a brand. I'll leave a link to that video there if you want to check that out. On the back of that video, a lot of you guys came to me and said, actually, I don't want to buy from Cerave anymore. Is Cetaphil a good dupe? Is Cetaphil a brand that I should be reaching for if I don't want to shop at Cerave? And unfortunately, the answer I feel is no. Similar products, similar issues, and ultimately, I don't think any of their products are actually that effective. Today, we're talking about the Gentle Skin Cleanser, which is their #1 best-selling product. And the reason I'm focusing on this product itself is because I think this is the one that I get asked most questions on and which you guys really want to know more information about. So let's get straight into it and talk about the product. Well, this comes in 3 different sizes. You get a 250ml, a 500ml, and a litre. They range in the UK from £12 through to £26. In the US, between $13 and $25. So that's a reasonable price for what is quite a large volume of cleanser available at the drugstore. Cetaphil say that this product is suitable for all skin types, from the most sensitive right through to the acneic, breakout prone skin. It also is fragrance-free and colorant-free, which makes it great for people who are sensitive to synthetic fragrances and colorants. Dermatologists go mad for this product. I think that comes from the fact that it's quite heavily promoted to dermatologists because it's got a large drug company sitting behind it as the parent company, but also because it's fragrance-free and colorant-free. That's usually a tick in the box. And there's only 8 ingredients in this product, which means there's less for ingredients for people to interact in a negative way with, and so it's one of those that is just applicable to a large swathe of skin types. However, that aside, I just don't think this is a great product. I'm going to justify my reasons now so that you guys can have a better understanding and almost counter some of the myths which are out there from people promoting this product and saying how amazing it is. Let's get straight into it and talk about my #1 reason why I don't like this product, and that is the ingredients list. There is nothing beneficial for your skin in this ingredients list. Now, quite a few people might come for me and say, actually, maybe it doesn't have to be beneficial. It's a cleanser. It just needs to clean your skin. As long as it doesn't do negative things to the skin, as long as does it have to be beneficial? And I hear you. My issue is there are ingredients in here which actually have a negative impact on the skin and I think are quite problematic, and therefore there's no benefit and there's quite a few drawbacks. And we're going to break it down ingredient by ingredient now. So the first ingredient is aqua, water. That's fine, it's in all skincare products, or the majority of skincare products. There's no issue with that. Then we move on to cetyl alcohol. So this is an emollient ingredient. It's a great ingredient to have in skincare. A lot of people say alcohol and think, it's going to be drying. Different alcohols act differently. This is a fatty alcohol. Cetyl alcohol is an emollient, so it'll soften the skin and soften the cells of the skin. So this is a really nice ingredient to have in a product, and it's often what gives you that sort of baby soft feel after you've used a product. They then move on to the ingredients list, then moves on to propylene glycol, which is a moisturizing agent. Again, no issue with this at all. It's a great ingredient to have in skincare, which will give you that moisturizing quality and it'll stop cleansers being too stripping. You know that feeling when you wash it off and your skin's tight? Propylene glycol will help to prevent that, which is great. So far, so good. And then it kind of goes downhill. So my main issue with this product is the inclusion of sodium lauryl sulfate. Now, There's a little bit of controversy around how bad this is as an ingredient. This is a petroleum-derived surfactant, which gives that cleaning and gives that foaming to the product. It's often found in skincare because it's dirt cheap. So companies flood products with it because it foams, which people like a foaming sensation. It works to clean, which is the purpose of a cleanser, and it's dirt cheap. So it's an ingredient which you often find in skincare products. I think this is the number one reason why I don't like this product. I could tolerate it in some other products which don't claim to be cure-alls and don't claim to be the best formulated products out there. But if you're pitching your product as suitable for people with sensitive skin and acneic skin, the last thing I'd want to see in the product is SLS, sodium lauryl sulfate. It's a known irritant, and so if you've got sensitive skin, this just is not going to be an ingredient that you want anywhere near your face. Secondly, it's also comedogenic, so a lot of people don't realise because it is stripping. People think because it's stripping the oils out, it's not going to block my pores. It's going to do the opposite. It's actually known to be comedogenic because it's petroleum derived, and so actually it's not great for people with acneic or breakout prone skin either. A third reason I don't like this in this product is it's actually really low down in concentration. Some people say, oh, that's really good because you less irritation from it if you've got a low concentration. Is it really that problematic? Well, actually, yes, because studies have shown SLS to be irritating at a 1% concentration. Also, so you're still getting the irritation, but because it's a low concentration, you're not getting a very effective cleanse. And I'll come on to my experience with how badly this product actually cleanses later on in the video. But it's in a high enough concentration that you'll get the irritation, but a too low a concentration to do a meaningful cleanse. Meaning it's actually the worst of both worlds. A lot of people have called out and questioned whether SLS and sodium lauryl sulfate is actually a carcinogen and cancer-causing. That was a myth. There is no proof. There's no scientific evidence to back that up. So that I will dispel because I think, whilst I don't particularly like this product, I do want to counter some negative myths about it where they exist. So you can wash that out of your brain. That's not going to be an issue. But it's known to be comedogenic, and it is drying, it's stripping, and it's a known irritant even at low concentration. So just a really bad ingredient to have in there. Then we have 3 parabens. The jury's out there. The jury's out when it comes to parabens themselves. Some people absolutely hate them. There have been some very, very recent studies that look at their absorption rate into the body and their effect on the endocrine system when they're in the body. And that's led to a little bit of scaremongering and people saying, I don't want parabens in my life or my skincare. I actually don't think there's a huge amount of robust scientific data that shows that's the case, and I have no issue with parabens in my skincare. However, because of some of the emerging data, I like to cut back on the amount of parabens, not eradicate them because they are really good as preservatives. They keep the product fresh and they prevent it from spoiling, so you get the maximum use out of the product. So parabens are really good, and often people go for natural preservative paraben alternatives that actually can do damage to our skin. So they're pretty harmless in terms of their effect on the actual skin itself. The issue is the absorption of them into the body. I like to keep my paraben levels to a minimum. I don't eradicate them because I think they're a really good and effective preservative, but I like to keep them to a minimum. So I have a huge issue that they have 3 parabens in this product. So almost half of the ingredients that are included in this product are preservatives. That's just pure laziness. Yes, parabens are a really good addition as a preservative to products, but 3? Do you really need 3 parabens in this? No. So for someone like me that's looking to cut down on the amount of parabens, I really, really don't want 3 in my products, and that's just another sign of how lazy this product is. Overall, I think the positive ingredients, the cetyl alcohol and the propylene glycol, these are emollient and moisturising. And people say, yeah, that's great, you want these in your cleanser. I believe they're there just to offset the dryness that you can get from the sodium lauryl sulfate. And so actually, it's quite a lazy formulation. If you took out the SLS and used a different, more gentle surfactant, a non-comedogenic surfactant, actually, would you need these other ingredients would actually do better. You get a better level of moisturisation and it would be a better formulation. It's very cheaply formulated and it's very lazy in their formulation, and I think they could just do better. Now we're coming on to another issue I have with this brand and this product, and that is their cruelty-free status. So similar to Cerave, which came out and we called out in that video about how they claim to be cruelty-free, they claim to not test on animals, and yet they sell into China, which mandates animal testing. We have the same issue with Cetaphil. So Cetaphil very clearly on their website say, we do not test our products on animals. So you think as an ethical consumer, ding, 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 amazing. That's fantastic. However, they also caveat it in the small print right the way at the bottom to say unless it's mandated in territories where we sell. So that goes back to China. If you want to sell into China, you have to have your products tested on animals to determine that they're safe for human use. So if you choose and make a business decision to sell into China, you are allowing your products to be tested on animals. And so I think it's just really duplicitous and wrong that companies will say, we don't test on animals and therefore it's fine. It's not. If a business decision you have taken, and selling into China is a business decision, leads to cruelty, whether it's you that's doing it or it's on your behalf, it's leading to cruelty, and therefore you are not cruelty free. And I just don't like how misleading the information is. So I have the same issue with Cetaphil as I did with Cerave. It's the misleading and not allowing consumers to make an informed purchasing decision by saying we do not test on animals. That's technically true. Technically, as a company, they do not. However, the business decisions they've made have led to animal cruelty, and therefore they are not a cruelty-free brand. Finally, we're going to come on to my experiences with this product. I was recommended this by a dermatologist. I've had acne for many years. When I was first going on my first treatment, I went on a very drying series of treatments, and this was recommended to me as my go-to cleanser. I liked it because it didn't dry my skin out. So I'd been using things like Clearasil, Clean and Clear, which just strip the skin bare. So I liked that it didn't do that, and I thought, oh, amazing. This is really good. And then I realised, actually, it just didn't cleanse. So not only did it not dry, which was great, but it didn't do what it was supposed to do. And so I think it actually held back my acne journey, because the dirt, the debris, the SPF, I was wearing concealer to hide some of the acne. None of that was being properly and effectively removed before I was then putting more product on top. That comes down to the low concentration of surfactant in here, which means it's not a particularly effective cleanser. In my experience, SPF is a really good example. If a cleanser is good, it will get off mineral SPF like that. In my experience with this product, if you're wearing a chemical SPF, which tend to be easier to remove from the skin, this will just about do the job and it'll remove it. If you're using a mineral SPF, which, let's be honest, most of us are moving towards mineral SPFs in this day and age, you will struggle to remove it from your skin using this product, which means you have to work harder, you scrub harder, you tend to scratch to try and just physically remove it from the skin, or you rub using your towel, which actually creates more inflammation and more damage. So the product itself might be gentle, but actually the results are minimal, and you have to use more force to actually get the result that you want to get from it. Overall, I would rate this product 3 out of 10. I'm giving them a point for being fragrance free. That's where it ends. This is such a sloppy, lazy formulation. You're not telling me a huge drug company which sits behind the Cetaphil brand could not come up with a better quality surfactant which is going to deliver better quality cleaning and not be as stripping and drying as comedogenic as SLS. It's just lazy. And when people say, yes, it's got moisturizing alcohols in it, that's fantastic. Yes, to offset the drying you're going to get from the cheap surfactant that they've chosen to use in this product. There are so many better cleansers out there. I've actually done a whole list of cruelty-free cleansers, my go-to, which I'll link up there. Check those out. Now, some of those will have SLS, sodium lauryl sulfate, in there. I am not saying that as an ingredient it is terrible, toxic, needs to be avoided. I'm just saying if you are pitching your product at people with acneic and sensitive skin, you need a better quality formulation that is going to deliver against those marketing ploys that you're putting out there. This does not do it. So I would say give this product a firm pass. I caveat it again that if you have been prescribed this or recommended this by your dermatologist, they will continue to follow their advice. They've seen you face to face and done an assessment on your skin, and it might be as part of a wider treatment regime, which I'm certainly not aware of and is unique to the individual. So I will caveat it with that. But if you're reaching for a cleanser, walk straight past this. Don't even look twice. Walk straight past Cetaphil and go on to the other fantastic, genuinely cruelty-free cleansers which are out there. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this style of video. I know this is a little bit more negative than I normally do. I normally talk about products I love, but I just think there's so much misinformation out there. I wanted to call it out. So leave me your comments below with your experiences of this product, good or bad, because you know, skincare is unique. If this has transformed your skin, I still want to hear about it. Please leave me a comment below. If you've not enjoyed the product and you've got a negative feedback, again, throw it in the comments below. Let's start the conversation. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you'll give it a big thumbs up. And wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.